Want to say good morning to everybody in the space. Good to see y'all's faces. It's time to begin the Infinity Fellowship. Reverend Jeff here, to those who are here in the space, to those who are joining us online, streaming in from all over the world. It's time to begin the Infinity Fellowship. And we begin that with what's called the opening of the way. That is when we pause from our existence in these earth suits to acknowledge the divine presence of God. And so we give thanks in this moment for each and every one of us being here, for each and every one of us being present, for each and every one of us being aware in this moment of the Spirit of God. So we're going to ask everybody in this moment to sit a little taller in your seats, tuck away your devices so we can send that energy toward, I'm hearing myself. Put them the phones up. We got to pray, y'all. We about to pray. Y'all can get back to them, but we're going to give at least 30 seconds to start off in gratitude for the love that is flowing to us right now. And that's how we open that portal. So take a few deep breaths. And I acknowledge in this moment, even our young people, and I'm sending you all a shout out, kids, because guess what you're learning? You're learning how to be still in the divine presence and awareness of God, and that's going to take you a long way in life. So what a privilege it is for us to be in a space and divinely recognize that energy. So as you are breathing in and out slowly, go ahead and close your eyes so that you can just focus on the feeling of your breath, the sound of your breath. And as we are absorbing the recognition that we are gifted to be here today, we acknowledge that we have come from various places and spaces, from various cultures and ethnicities and backgrounds, from various ages and shades of skin and textures of hair. And yet we are all here together in this divine breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Centering now on the energy of the light of God that is within you, that is without. I invite all heads to now bow. And as we add to this practice, go ahead and cross your hands, put them over your heart. Dedicated position of speaking to that which is already within you, but acknowledging the presence right now. Living, loving God of our acceptance and understanding, we give thanks today for the Infinity Fellowship. And as we place our hands over our heart, we acknowledge your presence in this place today. Not only do we acknowledge your presence in this place today, but we acknowledge your presence throughout this 9-year journey. We thank you for the vision that was handed down in April of 2014. We thank you for the vision that was manifest with our very first service on the first Sunday of October in 2014. And here we stand on the third Sunday in October, 9 years later, celebrating a coming home. Celebrating within the confines of this building as we even recognize that the work of this special space has gone so far beyond the brick walls. We thank you for the journey of healing that many have experienced here at Infinity Fellowship. We thank you for the journey of acceptance that many have felt here at the Infinity Fellowship. We thank you for the spiritual wisdom that has gone forth, that has been shared in small groups and in relationships that have emanated from this space called the Infinity Fellowship. We thank you for this infinite life stream that has gone around the world and tapped into people at the core of their consciousness. We thank you that it has emanated from the apex of authenticity, this space we call the Infinity Fellowship. Thank you for 9 awesome years. May we continue to stand on the shoulders of those who have come before. And may we continue to recognize how special it is to have something called community. We thank you for the healing that will go forth from this moment forward. We thank you for the growth and for the expansion that will continue to reach people in their low places and offer them a hand up in this world. Thank you for the communities that we will build. Thank you for the housing that is here. Thank you for the expansion of the dreams of those who are under the sound of my voice right now. And I speak the blessed assurance into their lives that all things are working for their good. And so we thank you in this moment, and we give thanks. As we go through this day, we speak a blessing over our technology today, over our technicians in the back, over Brother Daniel, over Brother Tony. We speak energy over our sanctuary engineers in the back, Brother Treese at the door, Sister Angela in the sanctuary here. To those who are working the kitchen today for the potluck, may their hands and their hearts be in alignment with magic to bring nourishment and goodness into the food. To everyone here who will assemble the tables and have fun and fellowship, to those who are at home gathering their families, we outreach our hands and stretch our hands to you in this moment, to say that even though you may be physically separate, you can feel the energy coming through your tablet, coming through your phone, coming through your screen, and just know that this energy is covering you and your families right now with love. So we speak that something is shared in today's celebration service that will remind us that there is no place like home. And so we speak these things, and we know them to be true, and we proclaim them as such, and so it is. Amen. Amen. Hotep, Shalom, Namaste, Ashe. And so it is. Let us prepare for our pouring of libations. As we prepare for our pouring of libation, who's my young one that's going to help me pour today? Oh, come on up, baby. Give us some snaps. Stand right over there. We know how to do it. All right. Oh, okay, well, good. We're going to have some help. We know y'all like to help each other. As our young people help us today with the pouring of libations, we recognize that as we pour this water out today, we pour into the earth that represents what happens to these earth suits, knowing that there is truly no death. There's only transition. And as we transition to the space of life after life, this is the moment where we remember those who came before us. I had the privilege of speaking to some student leaders this week at Tennessee State University. It's their homecoming. More on the Big Blue in a minute. We're in a moment of reverence right now. We'll get to shouting in a minute on the teams, but I had an opportunity to do that, and in that student leadership space, I was student government president back in the day, and it was a room of full of presidents and vice presidents over the years. There were people there from the 60s and 70s and people there who were current presidents, so it was a really remarkable event. And in that space, they asked me to stand up and say something. I was like, wow, okay, I'll say something. But we talked about confidence in the world. And I told them that I can have confidence because I have a secret. And that secret is mitaquiasan, all my relations. That means that when we acknowledge those who came before, whether it's 1-on-1 or 1-on-1,000, everybody on the other side of opposition is outnumbered because we bring all of our people with us. And sometimes our folks are the people we're related to, and sometimes they're people we encountered along the way. So I encourage you in this moment to think about who those people are as we begin to pour our libations a little at a time. Matter of fact, I'm going to do it old school, hold it over the plant, and I'm going to get the first few drops myself. Cool water, freshen our spirits, ashe. Freshen and consecrate this house of spirituality, ashe. Freshen our collective ancestors, ashe. We give praise to Almighty Mother, Father God, Divine Source, and all creation, ashe. Grant to us peace and prosperity, ashe. All right, now that you know what to do, you give our directions. And so we pour today to the north, ashe, with the fingers, ashe. Good. Now we pour because the north is where we get our direction. We pour to the energies of the south, ashe. Dip the fingers to the directions. There we go. Because the south is where we stay grounded in who we are and whose we are. We pour to the energies of the rising sun of the east, Ashe. All right. Well, the sun is rising. We had a lunar and solar event yesterday, so that energy is in that space. Recognizing that today is a new day, we have an opportunity to do it all again. To the energy of the West, Ashe. See the power in that? Y'all going to be feeling all kind of powerful today. Recognizing that also, as the sun goes down, we always have light in the darkness with the moon and the stars. To the ground below us, Ashe. Awesome. And that ground below us keeps us grounded in who we are. To the sky above us, Ashe. That sixth direction in the Lakota tradition, recognizing that the sky is a blank landscape where we get an opportunity to paint our dreams. And finally, to the seventh direction, which is the human heart, Ashe. Grand Central Station, where they all come together. And so in this moment, we're going to ask that you call the names of your ancestors, and as you call, we will continue to pour the water. If you're at home, you can type the names in the box, Infinite Life Streamers, as we pour more water. Ashe. Haywood H. Carr, Thomas and Gussie Hayes, Della Mae Carr, Catherine Carr, Haywood H., Queen Mother Bernice Brunson, Mother Zuli Ursula, Queen Mother Melba Sewell, Queen Mother Dorothy Smith, all those who have gone before, Horace Marion Frazier, Eloise Frazier, set up here, Ella Williams, Alma Short, Ella Gordon, W. Drury Cox, Anita Holman, Innocent Mavis, be blessed. And then finally, three pours for the children in the world, in the womb, and yet unborn. Ashe, 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 oh. And so it is. Y'all give a round of applause for our young folk here in the space. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies. That's awesome. It's beautiful to know that as we get older, people will be able to say, yeah, I used to pour libations at Infinity when I was a kid. It's good to see our kids and the young people starting to get a part, to be a part of everything. As we are now open and everything in the house is flowing, we want to also now turn your attention to today's meditation. Y'all direct folks to open seats. We're gonna have the Baptist effect in a minute. Somebody gonna have to sit on that front row. It's good to see y'all, everybody. Y'all made it just in time to not sit on the front row, so we're all right. Today's meditation is something that I want you all to keep in mind for the entire service today. It comes from Neville Goddard, who wrote a ton of awesome books on just the power of thought. But Neville Goddard reminds us, every feeling makes a subconscious impression, and unless it is counteracted by a more powerful feeling of an opposite nature, must be expressed. I am healthy is a stronger feeling than I will be healthy. Y'all get that? To feel I will be is to confess that I'm not. I am is stronger than I am not. What you feel you are always dominates what you feel you would like to be. Therefore, to be realized, the wish must be felt as a state that is rather than a state that is not. So it is spoken, so it is received, and so it is. Everybody take a deep breath on that. Let that out. Awesome. All right. Snaps around, because that's a good one. Keep that in mind. I asked Sister Kanitha to come up. We're going to do our statement of infinitude on our homecoming Sunday. Looking sharp, looking sharp, looking sharp.
Representing the big blue, huh?
Oh, you represent the big blue.
On many levels.
It's TSU this week.
CSU.
Next month it'll be Big Blue, Big Fist.
MLK and Fisk. All right, here we go. Yes. Yes. Okay, as we welcome you into the Infinity Fellowship, we pause to remind you of the four core principles of our gathering, and we call that SNAP. The S in SNAP is for spirituality that transcends religion and connects you to the God of your own understanding. The N in SNAP is for nurturing of ourselves and others, mind, body, and spirit. The A in SNAP is for action because we take action on our callings and walk in our divine purpose every day. And finally, y'all, this is important. The P is for the proof that our spiritual practices manifest fruit in our lives through the building and maintaining of healthy and prosperous families, relationships, careers, and dreams. We are grateful that you all are here as unique manifestations of our Creator, the loving, living spirit of our commonality, the divine source of all creation, perceived by many names, yet known by only one energy. So this is the foundational practice of true spirituality, where all are affirmed in love energy. So I invite you all at home and in this space to stand with me and join me in our statement of infinitude. We agree that we are beings of pure, eternal spirit, birthed from the creative potential of the universe, with all the powers of the Creator inherent within us. We embrace the innate goodness of humankind and an abundant creation that provides for us through the seeds that we plant in our everyday lives. We acknowledge that who we are is housed in a temporary biological organism, and as such, it is our responsibility to take care of it because it will only last for a precious window of time. As we nurture ourselves spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically, we commit to provide like acts of nurturing for our fellow brothers and sisters of the world we live in, embracing all regardless of religious faith, skin color, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, or socioeconomic background. All are truly welcome at Infinity. We agree and accept that various religions exist as a unique opportunity for humanity to get to know one another through meaningful conversations that seek to explore the core concepts we share in common. It is the application of ancient wisdom, scientific discovery, and spiritual practices, both physical and metaphysical, that will lead us closer together as a human family. We commit to exist now and ever as a beloved community. Let it be so according to the many ancient terms of affirmation. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe.
All right, let's remain standing a little bit. We're going to generate a little gratitude in here because one of the secrets of life we know is that if you find at least one thing you're grateful for, it is going to be infectious. So in this space right now, we like to say good morning to you, and we sing a song. We're going to sing a verse of it, and then we're going to keep singing it. And then when you go around, all you have to do is say one thing that you're grateful for. Give somebody your name, meet somebody new, and give something that you're grateful for.
A good morning to you.
Come on.
A good
morning to you. A good morning to you. Good morning to you.
And we say,
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay, go find two people. Tell them one thing that you're grateful for. If you're at home, type something in the box and say something that you are grateful for. Come on with it.
You're grateful for. We love y'all. Happy homecoming anniversary. Good morning to you. Good
Yeah, y'all hear all that noise at home? It's because all the gratitude is just flowing, 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 flowing. So all the excitement and the buzz is real. Shouting everybody out. Brianna, Rob, Moses, good to see you, man. Hadn't seen you in a while. Christina, good to see y'all. Infinite streamers, generated. Talk to each other in the space. Talk to each other in the space. It's time for our moment of giving. So I'm going to invite our young traveler from different spaces and cities coming to us from Macon, Georgia, by way of Phoenix, by way of the infinite cosmos of the universe. Y'all give it up for Brother Tyrell Lindsley coming to offer at.
Great morning, Infinity. All right. Thinking about giving in this beautiful space, Spirit gifted me with an amazing message to give to you all. And so I'm going to share what was gifted to me this morning. So this space has the amazing ability to transform reality around us and transform our understanding of things, including giving. So how does this space do that? Well, one of the ways this space does that is by giving up. And I know that might sound a little weird at first, so I want y'all to come with me on this journey, all right? So this space gives up. Can everybody say give up? Give up. When this space gives up, we just showed a beautiful example of it. We call it pouring libations, where we're giving to those spirits around us. We're giving to those who laid the foundation before us. So we're giving up to those that are the reason we are here, okay? We also give out. Everybody say give out. Give out. Now this might not be like when your knee give out, take you out. No. This space gives out with outreach as we have helped build beautiful homes for the homeless, as we give out to those teachers who are pouring into our little ones and telling them thank you. We give from our hearts and we transform everything around us. We also give in. Can everybody say give in? Give in. We give in, and sometimes we do this on Sundays, on fourth Sundays, we give into ourselves by stretching and flexing our bodies through Yoga Sundays. It pours into our spirits, it loosens us up in more ways than one. It expands what we feel and what we believe about ourselves. Most importantly, we give back. Everybody say give back. Give back. Give back is what we're able to do at this beautiful time. Well, we're able to give back to this space that gives so much to us. Stop it, okay? Or should I say start it? Okay, anyway, let me stop. I'm giving Rev too many heads ups, so I don't want him to get his ideas going. I guess. So as I was saying, please join me as we give back to this beautiful space that has given so much to us, and we pour this little bit that we have into this big ocean of love that continues to expand and give to all of those around us. So please join me in this statement as we pronounce this love energy, this giving energy. Please rise with me as we do this beautiful affirmation. O limitless, abundant creator, source of everything I possess, you have given me the gifts of life, breath, and creativity. You continue to provide for me without judgment or preference, and so I freely return these gifts to you with my whole heart, mind, and intention, knowing that as I give freely with both remembrance and gratitude, the circle of abundance will be unbroken. And so it is. Thank you.
Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Yeah. Everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey,
can be seated. We can be seated. Everything is good. Man. Well, Minister Tyrell, I ain't saying that that's the case, but if you start receiving things from a higher place, and that's not on me, that's on you. We're going to more on that later. Stay tuned. We won't be in there. Good morning, Infinity. All right, this is a reminder, early reminder. If you have a standing ovation today, we want to celebrate it for you. So if you're in the chat box, type that in. If you're in the place, then after our, when we do our visitors welcome, grab a standing ovation form. We take our coffee break. You get your coffee and tea in the lobby, but we also want to make sure that we celebrate your standing ovation. So if you have a standing ovation, fill it out, and just like we see demonstrated by our young people, place it in the red jar. And a standing ovation is something awesome that you have manifested since last we got together that we can celebrate with you. And we practice gratitude in the space, and we want to make sure we shout you out. We act an entire fool over something good in your life. And that puts you in a frequency vibration of good coming to you, if you can celebrate good happening for other folks. So we want to say hello again and good morning for those of us who are visitors. This is when we welcome our first timers or first timers in the space. We got people who are first timers in the space who may have watched us online for a long time. But if you're a first timer, we want you to type it first timer in the box. If you're watching at home, our infinite streamers are going to live and love on you. They're going to shout you out. If you're in this space, we're going to ask that you scan the QR code that's on the screen. So by all means, scan the QR code at some point so that we can send you a note and welcome you into Infinity in a great way. To our visitors, this may be your first physical time at Infinity, but we want to let you know that we truly see the real you. We see that you are not just a human being who showed up to have a spiritual experience today, but we see it the other way around. You're a spirit who is navigating the human experience. So if you're a first timer, would you stand up in the space today so we can just say hello to you? Y'all give them some snaps and some love. Awesome. Listen, we want to welcome you all in a powerful way. This is how we welcome our visitors. So if you're on this side, go ahead and stand up and turn to our visitors and just hold your hands up. And we're going to repeat something. If you're on this side, stand up, turn to our visitors. If you're on this side, turn to each other real quick wherever you are in your seats. Don't have to make a big circle or anything, just so somebody can see you. Take a deep breath, and y'all can receive this, and y'all can say it back. It's so much fun when you say it back, too, as well. Take a deep breath. Exhale, release. Look in somebody's eyes. Shoot them some spirit fingers back. And everybody at home, hold it up. I got you. I'm holding you down. Repeat after me. I see you, but you don't hear me, though. I really see the real you. I see who you are. You are a divine manifestation of God's creation. I see what you are. You are a spirit. You're more than what's on the outside. You're a gift to me and to the entire world. I see where you are. You're right here in front of me, where I can let you know, if nobody else will, that you are not alone. I'm with you. We're with you, and you are at home. I see when you are. You're in the right now, baby. You are so much more than your yesterday. I see why you are. You're here to learn, to grow, to embrace your dreams, and to celebrate your divine destiny. I know all this because I'm here to do the same thing. So we're going to help each other out. All right? I know the real you. And I see you shining today. I feel you shining today. I know you're shining today. So welcome to Infinity. Welcome home. Asheo! Now give out 3 hugs and give out 2 high fives. Welcome our visitor folks here and give them all a hug, give them a high five. Say hello to everybody. We're taking our coffee and tea break. We got coffee, tea in the lobby as our young people make their way downstairs. Take this opportunity to show some love as we get them in the space. Hey everybody, it's Coffee Break at Infinity Fellowship. This is Rev Jeff, and I'm excited to say hello to all my Infinite streamers here in the office space. Look, I'm seeing the love come in. Infinite streamers, y'all pour it on today. It's homecoming. We know that many of you wanted to be here in the space. We got a great crowd on hand, so we're gonna have some good food. We invite you to have some good food after. After Infinity's over, go out with your family, go out with your friends, call some people and say, listen, let's fellowship today. You hear the noise in the background, that's people fellowshipping in a powerful way. So I wanna say hey again to Brianna, to Michelle, to Rob Moses, to everybody who has a standing ovation that they're sharing. Go ahead and type it into the box, if you will. We know that many people are excited about coming to see us soon this month. I want to remind you, Infinite Streamers, even before I announce it out in the big space in a minute, that in November and December, we are going to have monthly services first Sunday of the month, and then we're going to be in this virtual space on this Infinite live stream, building it up, taking it to new heights all around the globe. So as we begin to celebrate together, I want you to all know that we appreciate the support that you have continued to give to the Infinity Fellowship all through the years, that we appreciate the love energy that comes out in what you give us, what you pour in, and that you receive from this blessed fellowship. So thank you so much for the energy that you have put into the atmosphere and the universe through Infinity Fellowship. I speak that you have felt this love returned. And so we thank you today for being a part of what we're doing here. If you're interested in new members class, we're going to be teaching that again. That has 4 spiritual principles from the 4 spiritual laws of prosperity and health and wealth and abundance in our minds, in our cultural spaces. That's coming up. So scan that QR code that comes up for the visitors and check that I'd like to be a member. And that's when we're going to put you into the Infinity Fellowship Love Family, which is a family of support, which is a family of the love vibration. Okay, it's time. I think I've given everybody enough time to get their coffee. I got enough time to get mine. Thank you. I hope you got enough time to get your coffee and tea. We're going to have a couple of brief announcements, and then we've got a powerful word on coming home today. Rev Jeff, I love you guys. See you in a minute. All right, we're going to keep it going today. Keep service rolling because we know we got fellowship to have and food to eat. I know somebody said food. Yeah, we got food. And if you have not done an Infinity Fellowship meal, you know, those of you who are owners of our four-legged brothers and sisters in the world, y'all know they used to say, don't feed people from the outside. Don't feed the four-legged creatures in the street because they won't ever leave. That infinity effect happens with human beings. When y'all eat some of the food here, people don't ever want to leave. This is why we have comfortable seats here and in the lobby and downstairs. We got a little deck out there with a fire pit. So once you eat this amazing food, I can confirm that there are not sleeping pills in the food. It's just really that good. So if you find yourself about a bite away from developing cultural itis, we can help you with an Uber to get you home if you don't feel like falling out and taking a nap after service. So we're going to have good food waiting for you in there. We got just a couple of brief announcements. Again, if you have a standing ovation, go ahead and get that done for us so that we can get that in. We've made it to October, the 10th month in 2023, the year of Transcendence, y'all, and our anniversary, 9 years. Definition of transcendence: to go beyond, the range of, to surpass, to exist or experience beyond the normal or physical level. So we say that in everything we do. It's about spiritual practice and how it bears fruit in your life. We want you to transcend all circumstances. And so our mantra that we say every single day, that we encourage you to say in speaking in the presence, is even from the ashes, I rise. Let's hear it. Even from the ashes, I rise. It means if something burns you down, you're still rising. We're not going to go for that. But before we get to our standing ovations, we want to remind you that, yes, today is potluck after service, especially my strong-arm gentleman and anyone else who wants to help clear the room. Sister Angela will be giving us instructions to coordinate the space where we will move chairs out of here into a temporary space. We'll set up the tables, and she's going to direct that too. So that's going to have to move really quickly after service. So we're going to get a chance to sit in here and eat food and have a good time. So look forward to those instructions. Next week is Virtual Yoga Sunday. So, of course, tune in with us in the virtual space. Our Fall Sweat Lodge, I want to give you all a heads up. It's Friday, October 27th. So for those of you who know the Sweat Lodge experience, y'all know that it is a powerful and transformative space. We are building a new lodge in the back of the property on those 5 acres there. So we invite you to be a part of that. We will send out instructions. There will be, I'm going to get a sheet of paper because we are learning how to use the Band app. And people are still unsure of how to RSVP on the Band app. So if you have RSVP'd on the Band app and told us you'll be here, thank you. If you haven't, go ahead and do that, or I will have a sheet of paper going around, old school style, just so we can know how many people may be coming. We always know there's more, but we want to know how many people, because that determines the size of a lodge. So you don't want to build a 40-foot lodge, for 8 people, nor do you want to build a 8-people lodge for 40 people. And I have been there and done that. You're in a lodge, and it's like literally, it's already the womb of the mother. So, we want to be able to accommodate triplets and quadruplets if we know we're going to have that in the womb, as opposed to preparing for just one. So we'll get that together. Membership meeting is 5th Sunday. So we'll be back here on 5th Sunday. Membership meeting, we'll talk through everything from the structure of Infinity to updating you on our financials and where we are. We love the fact that Infinity is a 100% transparent organization. Our CPAs will help with Lady Kenitha in preparing our financial statements, so we get to review those annually. And I love the fact that I'm a part of an organization where all the members get to know exactly what's happening and get to confidently know and see where their time, where their talents, and where their money is going. So plan to be here at the membership meeting. If you're out of town, Infinite Streamers, we will have a link for you on the Band app. And we also will have a tutorial on the Band app. Good to see y'all. So we know how to use it even better. Then, of course, we want to, again, go to our next slide. I think I've got a slide for it, Tony. Love and Light with Lindsley said these are announcement slides, so we're going to roll through some of those. Wednesday nights in the Band app, we've got that coming up. Make sure that you get that. We also want to remind you that we have change in services for October and November. And again, thank you for those of you who watched the video that Sister Kenitha and I put up in Band. You all know that we're in a great space of transformation and growth. And so for November and December, we will be meeting in person just like this on first Sundays. Then the rest of the Sundays, we will be virtual. We still will do Love and Light on Wednesday nights. It's a great and powerful discussion. Shout out to Tyrell and Tashana, who have been managing that. The conversations in that thing, man, are just amazing, and they're just beautiful. And I thank you all for taking on the mantle of doing that and being consistent with it. So make sure that you note that. So if you come on a second or third Sunday in November and December, then we invite you to really enjoy sitting on the deck and watching Infinity Virtual. It's going to be a beautiful experience there too. But in case that throws you, that's the announcement that we put into the space. All right, we're going to ask Sister Kenitha to come up. It's time for Standing Ovations. Yes, and Tony you can scroll through those, Tony.
It's time for the good news, our standing ovation.
Yes, our high energy here at gift comes from our practice of snap. It's why we snap our fingers during this part of the service. We receive practical lessons and tools for our individual journeys. That's spirituality. We fellowship with like-minded spirits every week. That's nurturing. We take what we learn and apply it in our lives. That's action. And if we do these, then every week we see examples of progress in our lives. And that's the proof. So let's pause to enjoy a collective moment of manifestation and expansion. So here's what's about to happen. When your name is called, please stand as I read aloud your manifestation. When I finish each person's ovation, making sure I say it right, we will all snap our fingers to celebrate and affirm them and then provide a collective standing ovation at the end. Okay?
All right.
All right.
Oh, let's do our kids first.
Yay. Okay.
Our kids,
So here's our baby
our
girl.
kids have gotten into sharing things that have manifested for them, and we think that's the most awesome thing ever. More on that later. Go ahead.
Yes. Okay. So, Sister Taylor, please stand.
Please stand, Taylor.
Taylor says, I have one more cheer game, and after that, I will be starting track, and my birthday is coming up on December 12th. Okay, I am turning 10.
Snap, 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 snap.
Go,
Good
Taylor.
job.
Okay, Cassidy. Where's my Cassidy?
Cassidy,
Stand
come
up.
on, stand up and wave,
Cassidy
baby.
said, oh my goodness. She says, I am glad to be in infinity because it gives me good vibes. I love
yeah,
you.
baby.
Yay, we love you so much.
We love you, baby.
You know that. They weren't expecting. They usually
I
are
know usually
downstairs.
at this time they're downstairs and they're kind of watching us on the monitor.
Yes.
But it hits different in person.
It
when you get
does. It
Great
does.
job, Cassidy. I'm loving to see it. Loving to
Yes.
hear it.
Talia, stand up.
Hey.
She says, I am starting basketball next month, and I have been practicing at the basketball court. Well, yes. Make it clear. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Zion.
Where's Zion?
We're marching to Zion. Where is Zion, John? He's outside. Okay. Zion.
Okay, all right.
He says, while we were at the TSU parade, oh, my dog died. It's the Infinity dog.
Yeah.
I was sad, but I realized he waited on us to leave because he did not want us to grieve. He is better, in a better place.
Rest
R.I.P.
in peace, Zeus.
Zeus. Oh,
Come on,
that was
Zion.
our Infinity dog. He was able to experience the eclipse with us, and we just
He
watched
did watch
him.
the eclipse. When you
And
see
he
a
was like,
picture up
"Was
here,
it
he
on?"
might be in one of those slides. You'll see if you see people looking at the sky. That's when we got to see the eclipse.
Yes.
Okay, then.
Yes. Yes.
Sat with my
And
mom.
just got quiet.
Yeah,
Yes.
Zeus. When y'all hear that song, "Great is Thy Faithfulness," you know, summer and winter and springtime and harvest, you know, sun, moon, and stars in their portion above. Join with all nature in manifold witness of Thy great faithfulness. Right. So that's what we saw with that once in a lifetime eclipse. And Zeus was one of them. Like when you start to see and you start to before you could see the eclipse, it was the middle of the day. And there was so much noise going on. And all of a sudden, you see like Zeus kind of comes over and sits down.
He just sat.
And then it's like,
Got
whoa.
quiet.
And then you start hear the crickets. They stop chirping. And then you visually see it. And it told you how that vibrational space of the universe is so powerful. So yeah, rest, Zeus. We got you, brother. Thank you for blessing us with your presence.
Zion.
Hi.
Okay.
Sister Denise.
Denise, yes. Sister
Stand
Denise
up.
knows.
Woo, D.
She says, I literally manifested a pair of green and white Jordans.
You got to high kick it now, G. You got to high kick it.
Had
for
not
the people in
spoken
the
to my
back.
god sister since June just because of life. I went to her job and she handed me the shoes. Yes! These are the shoes I manifested. I will do my speaking engagement on December 2nd.
Go ahead, Denise.
The
Go
things
ahead,
are sharp.
Denise.
Those are nice.
All right, let me see. Standing ovation, first one we've got, and I'm clicking on Tony. Tony's giving them to me online real time. Sister Tashana, stand on up. I love it. I have always wanted to experience an HBCU homecoming, and this weekend I got to fulfill young Shauna's dream. My first homecoming was none other than TSU, and it was amazing. Yes, yes. Brother Andrew McFadden Ketchum, stand on up.
Yes.
After losing the first 5 games of the season, Eli's soccer team, we know about Eli's soccer story, won their final 2 games, won their first playoff game, and then almost beat the best team in the league, who went on to win the championship.
Yes.
Eli, click that off for me, Tony. Eli himself went from lost on the field to affecting winning with hard work. We know this story. So, yeah, I want to make sure the league is with hard work, patience, and belief. Thank you, Rev Jeff and Infinity, for your guidance as I learned to guide him from frustration to success.
Oh,
Yeah, praise him, man.
Go, Eli. Go, Eli.
Man, we can testify on that one, can we,
Man,
bruh?
when our
Can we?
kids rise to the occasion.
Yeah, no, but I say that to everybody who's a parent, and in some case, everybody here is a parent, because you got some child around you that may struggle with something, but don't give up. Don't give up on them. And we see the fruit. I'm telling you, it pays to pour in. Okay, so we got another one. Celicia said, Celicia is in Austin, celebrating my birthday today. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Brother Tony from the booth says, yesterday I attended a table reading for a TV show. The producer casted me. And we start shooting in November.
Come on, yes.
Last line here. It's called Fetish and will be showing on Tubi.
Oh,
All right.
Okay.
It'll be interesting. All right, Tony. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the film is about, but somehow Shabazz spirit just dropped a doom, doom, doom in my spirit. I don't know what that means. That's for you, Tony, down the line. I heard a slow beat drop. Sister Brianna, good to have you with us again. Says, good morning. While the situation wasn't ideal, I'm grateful my mom is finally beginning to get the mental health care that she's been needing.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Woo.
All right. Do we have anything else in there, Tony? We got everybody? Standing ovation. All right. I thought I saw Tyrell's name in there, but I think it was Tashana. Well, did you have one in there too? Okay, good. It was Tashana. All right.
And I do have a quick standing
Let's do a
ovation.
standing ovation.
I want to thank those who came out, who were able to clean up the Lensleys and then Star. We were able to get some things set up for today. So I want to give a shout out to y'all for helping with all of that.
Yes.
Yes, standing ovation.
I love
Okay.
it.
So if you shared, why don't you have several seats while the rest of us are going to stand to our feet and give a standing ovation? Okay, here we go.
Grateful in the place. Hey! Hey! Oh, man. Good faces. Good faces in the space today. All right, so yeah, so kids, I got a secret for y'all. Y'all thought y'all were the hype ones downstairs. See, grown-ups, we get hype up here too. And so we turn up. So there's worst thing you can do on Sunday than just get excited and get happy, especially when you're celebrating people's success. It's really a frequency. If you wonder if something's not working out in your life, it's because you're not just aligned with the frequency. So align yourself with the frequency of celebration and it will find you too. All right. We're going to, in lieu of a song, we usually sing a little community song, but we want to celebrate in this moment of gratitude. Spirit has a brief message that is going to be participatory because it is If Speaks and If Teaches Sunday. But we want to just reflect for a few moments on the journey itself. So as the crew takes the lights down, again, normally the kids are downstairs by now, but we wanted the kids to see just how far we've come and where we've been. So as we make this transition, we invite you to enjoy Infinity Fellowship. Ashe. Take it back a slide, Tony. Go ahead and make the transition over so we can hear. Thank you, sir. That is me, and my hair was black. So it's the lighting. It's the lighting. That is me, and the hair was black, and it was thicker. So yes, Infinity gifted me with what I have now. See if I can help out a little bit.
Oh, that's on you.
It is Sunday, October 5th, first day of Infinity. I'm pulling up the choir studio and Actors Bridge Ensemble where we are being allowed to do Infinity. It's an exciting opportunity. It's an exciting day and time. I am tired. As you see, my voice left me, a few days ago. And the weather changed and I never experienced anything like it. So I wasn't able to sing, to practice with the choir. My son Joshua kind of stepped it up for me and stepped in to learn some things. But I'm excited, and all of the years of thinking about a fellowship like this have come to a head now, come to a point, a pinnacle. So I'm going to leave it all out there today and see what happens. Welcome to infinity.
y'all gonna tear the chicken. We worked on them tails like Alicia, hard work. Come on, studio.
As our kids make their transition downstairs, Tony, it brings us back to our regular light. Thank y'all, kids. Y'all give our kids a round of applause and say, as our kids make a transition, y'all, we literally the message is what you saw up on the screen. There was just no way that we could put together all of the pictures of all of the memories over the years. So there are some shots people in, some people are not, but guess what? We just got a sampling of everything that we've got. We'll have to do that for 10-year anniversary, y'all. We have to just kind of see what kind of videos that you all have and pictures that you all have over the years and pictures that are made from now until then, right? Because I know Demetrius has probably about, being modest, 675 pictures. But that's longevity, because there's some of you who, through the years, I say, I don't have my phone available, or I don't have time available, or I don't have space available for pictures. So I appreciate it. Pass that back to Sister Angie for me. Thank you. I make no promises that I don't get emotional about the journey. Matter of fact, I lean into it. If y'all remember Baba Jate when he was here, and if you didn't, you get to watch the replay. Tears are a libation. We teach people that you should be ashamed of allowing the tears to flow. You shouldn't. Tears are a valve. They are a valve of celebration of the fountain of youth within you that regenerates your body. They're also a steam valve that allows you to blow off steam, because if you don't have the steam valve and you try to hold it in, the entire machine explodes. And so there's plenty of gratitude that I see throughout this journey. And one of the reasons why I may not have selfies available is because of a philosophical, a theosophical, and a psychological premise that Infinity has had since day one, that I'm grateful for. It's difficult to hand somebody a plate of food who is in need when you're fixated on one hand, handed it to them while you're taking a selfie with the other. So a lot of what we do in the world, we miss. And so thank you to the many of you who sometimes I say, could you grab a picture of this, because I need to have a memory of it. I need to get a shot. Daniel will probably do that, or Tony in a minute. They'll take a shot just so we can see the backs of the crowds here, just so we can have a memory of it, because it helps to have a memory. But I like to know that we still sit in a space where it's the work first. It's the manifestation first. And that our energy is about what it means to come home. Coming home. This weekend was homecoming at Tennessee State, and it was a big affair, and I was so pleased to be able to have the Lindsley family in town with us. And you take for granted things like, we got the parade, you got stuff people do every year, and I went to Tennessee State and, did all of that stuff, but you take for granted the special nature of something called homecoming, where you can go into a crowd of people and have 50, 75,000 people just coming to celebrate once a year. The thing I loved about homecoming is it's a coming home for everybody. Whether you graduated from Tennessee State in 1941, or whether you graduated from Tennessee State in 2022. Whether you graduated from Tennessee State at all, or whether you even went to high school at all. Something about it makes people claim it. If you've been to a Jackson State University homecoming, Mississippi is on fire. Half the people celebrating didn't go to Jackson State. If you go to Howard University homecoming, people ain't been inside the campus of Howard except once a year to have the time of their lives in celebration, because it's about community. And there are plenty of people who got full at the tailgate just because they realize that if you go down there and smile and say, "Go Big Blue," some booster is going to put some ribs on your plate and act like you went through school with them, if you're lucky. That's what coming home is about. So from these kind of events, there are things that we learn about coming home. When you come home, I want to ask you, when I think of home, I want you to think of one word that describes home. One word that describes home. And if you have that, Sister Angela's just going to hold the mic up for you to say it out loud so we can hear it in the space and at home. Who's got a word that describes home? Just say it in the mic and she'll keep moving.
Peace.
Peace. Ooh, peace. I saw some eyes who was like, that was mine.
Family.
Family.
Comfort.
Comfort.
Familiar.
Familiar.
Love. Safety.
Safety.
Warmth.
Warmth. I love it because people are saying that was mine. That means, and
Welcomed.
it is. Welcomed.
Fun.
Fun. Come on home. Fun.
Safe.
Safe. Got another one over here.
Affection.
Affection. You see, when we talk about home, you hear the kind of words that come out in the space today. And I was deliberate. I didn't say house. Because as Luther reminded us, a house is not a home. There's no one there. Right? So we know that. So when we have those moments where in our minds, we triangulate the difference between a house and a home. We know intrinsically, and as grown-ups, we're able to now tell that through experience living. There are things that we experienced in our house when we were growing up that did not make us feel at home. There are things that we carry with us that did not make us feel at home. And whether we found that in a physical space or we found it in an environment, it's three things about coming home. Number one, I am known. That's what home means. I am known. And it doesn't necessarily mean that somebody's recognized you before, but they can see you spirit to spirit and soul to soul. I am known. The book of Coming Forth by Day, one of the oldest scriptural texts in the world. In Kemetic in language, it's called the Pert Em Heru. One verse that I carried with me for 25 years when I read it stuck with me. And that verse says, as transliterated and translated into English, this is the meaning of life, that friends remember my name. And after long journeys away, their warm voices greet me on the road home. There's something to this place that you can say, I am known. When you go to homecoming, it's kind of fun because people know who you are. They remember you for school. I won't take a poll and say, what were you known for back in the day? Because some of you might be in your environment locally famous. Some of you in your environment, whether it's high school or middle school or college or graduate school homecoming, you might be locally infamous. But you are known, and when people see you, they get excited. When people see you, they have a memory. That this can go so far that people forget to live the life that they're living now, and they try to come home just to relive what they perceive to be the best days of their life. But I encourage you to let you know that that is not true, that you are living the best days of your life right now. So home is about I am known. When we are looking into the face of the God of your acceptance and understanding, when I say universe, I had an interview and I had to talk to that. They said, well, you're saying universe, you're saying God. I said, you know what, from here on, I'm just going to say universe. And I'm going to encapsulate God, the God of your acceptance of the understanding, the ancestors, the Big Bang Theory, whatever comes to your mind when I say that, that's what I'm talking about. Because we've been tricked by modern culture to think that these things are separate and different. And the reality is all. God is in every single thing. But I want you to know today that if nowhere else, you are known in the energy of God. And God sees you, the universe sees you as you are, a being of love. Why? Because you're made in that same image and likeness. And we can't fall on our knees to the God of our acceptance and understanding. We can't celebrate when the things are good and we say, oh, thank you, God. Thank you, Lord. Oh, I want to shout. And we can't say, God is good. We can't say, won't she do it? Won't he do it? Won't she will? We can't say that and walk in a contradiction. I think Sister Alicia, she sent me Alicia sent me a TikTok of this young lady who was saying that she's dealing with imposter syndrome. And I loved it because it was so relevant to what I was talking about today in terms of being known. And she said, I think I'm figuring that my imposter syndrome came because I spent all my early days of my life in church singing about, praying about, and talking about how worthless I am. It was a revelation moment. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved. Definition of a subject, operational word. A wretch like me. I'm a filthy rag. I'm a sinner. I don't deserve God's love. Here I am, a poor, humble servant. I am no good. I am so full of sin and dark and complete contradiction with everything that the universe is showing. So you can imagine if what Neville Goddard said in our meditation is true, that it is the dominant feeling that predominates. It's not what you say, it's what you feel. And if you try positive affirmations, but somewhere deep inside, there's 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years of you pronouncing and singing and crying and putting emotion into how worthless you are, how can you truly find home? And home is knowing that you are a being of beauty. And just like when you walk into the homecoming party and they see your face and everything erupts, God sees every single day that you open your eyes and open your spirit. The universe is erupting that you are here in a space where you have an opportunity to live another day and to be aligned with your purpose. That's a moment of celebration because you are known. The other thing about coming home is that you are shown. So when you say I am known, you get to walk in confidence. Everybody say I am known. Next say I am shown. See, people sometimes they're shown because you are taking the agency to show yourself. That's why I told Tyrell and Tashana yesterday, I said, this is how homecoming is now. I know it's October and I know it's kind of mild out here, but do not be shocked if you see somebody walk up this street in a full-length white mink coat. And act like it's not 30 degrees outside. And we saw some of the beauty shops for people out there in the full-length minks. And in your mind, it's like, it's hot out here, but they sure look cool. Because they're showing you from a place of confidence who you are. There are times where you get low, where people will remind you of how awesome you are. And those are the people that you vibrate around. And those are those moments where you're low and you're unsure and you just you never end up somewhere. It's not accidental that you came here today. And it's not up to me to determine why you came here today, because you felt like you needed a renewal, because you felt like you wanted to see some folks and be in a positive vibration, because you were actually going somewhere else and you got lost, but your body and your muscle memory saw Nocturne Drive and you said, well, it's too late for me to get there, so let me go up here. Yeah. Or you said, one thing I can count on is the good food. I don't care what your motivation was. You're here now. And the receipt of this message is so the universe can show you through reminders that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. That there's something in you that needed to align with a message of hope and remembrance, that there is no place like home. And the first home that you find is the home in your heart, where throughout whatever circumstance is, there is evidence There is evidence that you still have that spark in you. There is evidence that you still have that idea in you. There is evidence. God shows you. I am shown this love. Some people come in this space and they come up afterwards and in between they say, I've forgotten how good it feels for someone to just love on me. And once I get past the discomfort, because I've been in too many places where people were not willing to love on me, where people were tearing me down, where people were hating on me, where people were doing everything to sabotage every single thing I've got, I still now recognize the power of love and affirmation. That's the universe showing you the normal state of being. And the normal state of being is love. The normal state of being is a high vibration. The normal state of being is remembrance. Because see, when you have remembrance, that's what history does. It makes you appreciate where you've been. Yeah. That's why the guttural, for people who've been along the journey, the guttural feelings and reactions to the images that we saw reminds you that this building didn't always exist as it was. That it wasn't always here, that it wasn't always the purpose, and whatever is next, but it shows you what can be done when people focus on the gifts that are inside of them and they come together to make things happen. Listen, if you are unsure, you will be shown. But in order to be shown, you got to be able to listen and pay attention. I was going to say, I don't look like what I've been through. I said that earlier this week somewhere. I don't look like what I've been through. You saw the visual evidence of my hair in the video. And y'all saw that I could not go back and remake that video and lie and say it's 2014. I can't, because the evidence is there. But I literally this morning almost was able to say that you could see what I've been through because I almost had an accident. Brother Tyrell this morning got up and the seasons have changed a little bit. So my eyes were a little red. And so I was getting ready. I was running back and forth to the bathroom. I wasn't behind, but I said I just wanted to get here early and experience the energy and all that. So what happened is I was going forward. I said, let me put some eye drops in. So I was going from the bathroom, going to the bedroom, to the bathroom, going to the hallway. And I said, I'm on the go. I'm pretty much dressed. I can do this. So I put an eye drop in my left eye. I was like, wow, okay, got the eye drop in. Then I moved it to the right eye and I was blinking. Just as I was blinking that eye, I was walking, trying to get to the bathroom. I was putting the eye drop in the other eye. And something, I don't know what it was, but I saw something out of periphery. I'm going to go to this one because I don't want to break that up. Get me up. Thank you, Daniel. Something blinked in my periphery and it was just like, stop. And I stopped. And I am so glad I did, because squarely between my body, aligned perfectly with my forehead and the crown of my nose, was the door that I had left open that I didn't see because I was walking while I was trying to get my vision clear. Some of y'all in your spirit, you might understand what's going on here. You might hear what this is saying, that while I had my direction, while I thought I knew where I was going, I moved before I had the vision clear. And if I had not got that stopping moment to say stand still, I would have broken my face wide open on a doorway. Here I am knowing what my purpose is. Here I am heading toward my purpose, but I made the mistake of moving before my vision was clear. When the universe wants you to move, it wants you to move, but you got to make sure that your vision is clear first. Because when your vision is clear, you will not only be able to reach your objective, but you will not harm yourself by trying to do too much too fast. Yesterday was full. Yesterday was full of teams across the nation, from the FCS to the FBS to the NAIA. It was full of loss, pain, and disappointment from hundreds of wide receivers who made the mistake of thinking about the run after the catch before they secured the ball. If I'd only caught the ball before I turned upfield. But I was thinking about scoring the touchdown first. Somebody in here has a vision that they've had a trouble and struggle in manifesting. And I say, do not be afraid to sit still. Doesn't matter what anybody else is saying. They're supposed to be working on their own vision. If somebody else is working on their own vision, they don't have time to work on yours. So if somebody is contributing what you should do and what they think you should do, it means squarely that they're not focused on their own vision. So you got to stand still. Allow your vision to get clear. And when Spirit speaks on you, it will show you the path that is for you. I am known. I am shown. When you get to that, you say, I am grown. Everybody say that. I'm grown. Turn that to somebody and say, I am grown. That's what home does. Home is an active state. I am grown. It's also a past participle. I am grown, as in I am in the space of nurturing. I am in my house where I was grown. That was a home for me. It is a space where I learned the best things about who I'm supposed to be. And I was nurtured from the infanthood to adulthood, hopefully with minimal trauma. And as an adult, when I recognize my trauma, I recognize it as an opportunity to grow and don't just sit in it. But when you are grown, you have the space of responsibility, and that is recognizing that you are here for a purpose and a reason. And it's not the person that you're sitting next to. They may be with you on the journey, and oh, what a joy that is. But you are here, baby, to do something amazing. You ain't here to do something minor. You're here to do something major. In this space today, in this space online, wherever we are, I tell people I am not looking to try to get masses and masses of masses. I'm looking to see what happens when a few people decide to stop thinking negative about themselves. I'm here to understand what a few people can do when they decide to drive doubt out of their minds. I'm here to see what a few people can do who have been gifted uniquely in this universe when they start saying I am instead of I will. Because I've seen the miracles happen. And when you are known, when you are shown, you have moments that happen that tell you you are grown. I got this great tie. I'm going to reveal it. It says TSU. The bottom. I'm proud. I'm proud of TSU. I'm proud of TSU because TSU took a kid in who had a 1.9. TSU took a kid in who barely got enough on ACT to avoid remedial classes. But TSU took a kid in who had an encounter that landed him in a juvenile cell. And there were kids who were my age who were standing on the steps there wearing business suits and carrying briefcases. And when I was entering into college thinking that I could act a fool there, they said, son, there's something greater for you. And I began to believe them. So much of my experience there was one of growth. That's what college will do for you in an academic environment. To my young people out there, it will give you the social skills that you need to interact with people and to build relationships that will grow you. And I paid absolutely nothing for this tie because I was known and I was shown. And I was minding my grown business. Tyrell will tell you, I was sitting there incognito, what I say, incognito. I was sitting there on the curb in my chair, and there was a float that went by, one of those double-decker buses, and it was for a local restaurant, I think. And one of the co-owners and managers, turns out that they're a promoter too that I'd known for about 30 years. I didn't notice it was on there, but the bus had passed. And after the bus had passed, I was sitting on the curb and I heard somebody call my name. Somebody said, Jeff, Jeff, Jeff. And of course, I have such a unique name. Every time I hear, right, it's Jeff, Jeff. So I look and the bus is moving off in the distance on the parade. It's a 3-hour parade. The bus is moving on the distance, and I look up and I see this little face leaning between the windows, dangling this brand new tie in a plastic case out of the bus. And so I see this brother, and this brother is trying to give me this tie. And I said, oh my God, a TSU tie. And he's going to give it to me. This is near the end of the parade route, which means that if they've been giving ties out, they've been giving ties out since before Citizens Bank. And now they're at TSU football field. So all of a sudden, in an instance, I was just so honored that this brother had this tie for me. But because the monitors and behind it, everybody kept saying, keep it moving, I almost missed this opportunity. So I got ready to spring to my feet to get to the bus, to go along the parade route. And my brother, Tyrell, got up and made it to the bus before me. Tyrell stood in the gap for me. And Tyrell reached up. He got there just before I did, Shabazz. And Mike, I tell you, it's a true story. You tell me if I'm lying. He got to the bus before I did. And he reached up for the tie. And the brother looked at him and moved it out of his way. See, sometimes people try to do good for you, but what's for you is for you. It ain't for them. See, that's the message of it. It ain't for you. It was for you. So he looked at me, and then I was still trying to get there. Bus still moving. Everything's going. Tyrell's trying to help. He's giving his I'm a good brother vibe, but that brother don't know Tyrell from Macon, Georgia and Arizona from the next person standing out there talking about, hey, man, hook me up. So his eyes were focused on me. I'm making eye contact, saying I'm kidding. And then I realized what's going on is Tyrell's hand is swinging and the tie is swinging in the opposite direction. No, brother, he's not trying to be mean or anything. But right as I get there, Tyrell's still a little bit ahead of me. And I look up at the brother and I say, that's my nephew. It's good. And that's when he let the tie go. And Tyrell and I got that tie. As I take my seat and we get ready for this food, there are things here in this universe that are specifically for you. And no matter what people try to help you, the universe provides you with people who try to help you sometime. But guess what? It's not for them. They can't get it for you. And there are some people who may be in your family who will try to stand in the gap. I'm teaching to myself today. There are people who will, in your family, in your circle, who will try to take what's for you, for themselves. They will try to take your inheritance. They will take the things that are for you. They will try their best to stand in the gap. But the universe will say, no, you can't do that because that's not for you. That's for them. It's when they are the ones who will step up. Now, if they confirm in their spirit that you all right, then you can work with them and walk along the way, and I will bless both of you. This is grown-up thinking. This is the recognition that whatever is on high is going to spot you in the middle of the crowd. And for those of you who are dealing with the idiocy of so-called ageism in a Western culture, where you feel as if you didn't get it in your teens, and you didn't get it in your 20s, and you didn't get it in your 40s and your 50s and your 60s. Linear time is a perception created and manifested by human beings. God does not operate in linear time. You may think, like I thought, that opportunity passed you by. But even if you didn't notice the opportunity, the universe loves you enough. God loves you enough to call you out by name. And God will say, if you will just get up and come to me and match my frequency, then I'm going to deliver to you that which belongs not to anybody else. So trust yourself as you come into this space today, as you recognize that God is asking you to come home And I ain't talking about a building or an organization. I'm talking about a frequency vibration. God is asking you from this point forward to begin to speak things in the I am instead of the I will. That God is telling you right now to align yourself with the people who are in your same vibration and do not feel guilty about walking out of spaces that do not feed you. That God is saying that I don't care how long you've been away. I don't care what ditches you've been in. I don't care what gutters you've been through. I don't care what you did the night before. I don't care what you did right before you came in this space today. Right now, it is all erased. I've got something to hand you. If you will just receive it. And that is the recognition that you can do all things except fail. That you will remember where home is. Then you will come back to the space, the mental, the emotional, the spiritual vibrational frequency that will give you exactly what is yours. Happy homecoming. So it is spoken, so it is received, and so it is. Ashe? Ashe, ashe, y'all. Oh, man. Oh. This is a good homecoming for everybody because this is the kind of homecoming where you ain't got to worry about a hangover. And if you got one now, I pronounce healing over you right now with no judgment. Because that's a good, everything in moderation. Everything in moderation. Sometimes you just go in. I know people like they don't drink all year except at homecoming. And they say, I'm going in. I'm going in. I know what I'm doing. I'm going in. And they go in and we help them back. We get back and they say, okay, good. See you next year. See you next year. Destroy the pictures. I love it. Delete that from your phone. That's all right. And we know, don't post. Yeah, don't post it. That's what I had a couple of those at the parades. Now, where's this going? I said, okay. Somebody texted me on Instagram and said, man, I saw a poster, a big poster with your face on it on the parade route. I said, what? He said, yeah, apparently I'm some notable alumni or something like that. I said, oh, okay, well, I'm going to have to go find that and take a picture with it today. I had no idea that I was. But now that we're in the space, though, we're very, very excited that we get to celebrate. So is everybody all right? Our hearts and minds clear? All right, everybody stand to your feet. Is that mine? Whose phone is that? Is that a DJ? Who is playing? Oh, is the iPod playing? Oh, hit that stop. Thank you, Dan. Dan was mixing in some music. I was like, no, we're good. I want Facebook to get this message and prayer to everybody. You can get the music license and they be like, oh, well, listen to the message. All I heard was, this music has been blocked by music licensing. All right, place your hands over your hearts, if you will. Just open yourself to breathing, recognizing in this moment that we have all that we need. And in this moment of silence, divine silence, we ask that all eyes be closed, heads be bowed. As we give thanks for the message today, we give thanks for the memories today. We give thanks for everyone who came to this intersection today of spirit, of mind and body. We give thanks, oh God. We infuse this energy into our DNA right now. This energy of recognizing that this is home. And as this body, this earth suit is the temple of the body, we recognize that the divine essence that animates it is precious. It is precious. And so we speak, and I pronounce in this space right now, healing and release. Healing and release. Healing and release. Inhale and exhale. On the exhales, continuing to breathe like this, we recognize that we don't have to hold on to anything. Anything that comes in our mind that threatens us in this minute, oh God, we release it in the exhale. And as we have healing and release, we now have acceptance. So we open our hearts to the space of acceptance, acceptance of the good that is due us, acceptance of the I am. I am healed. I am healthy. I am whole. I am abundant. I am clear. I am focused. I am free. Free from the I am, from the will not to the I will, to I am. We accept the I am in this place right now, and we pronounce that something is said or shared in this moment going forward that will keep those under the sound of my voice reminded that this is the state of reality. Everything else is illusion. We will not be distracted. We accept our vision. We accept our assignment right now, and we feel the energy of life and love overflowing in our breath, overflowing through our ears, our fingertips, our toes, the follicles of our skin, to the top of our head, to the bottom of our feet, embracing the good and living in the love right now, inhaling and exhaling. In this true vibrational state, we take this light and we share this light with others. And we accept our assignment to live in and on purpose and to proclaim the good, and so it is. Amen. Amen. Hotep, Shalom, Namaste, Ashe. While we got our hands over our hearts, we're going to get that light energy. I'm going to recognize, I'm going to remember something with you all. And this is a cultural thing that we all got together. I want you to bring your feet together, literally your physical feet. If you're at home, bring your feet together. Stand up, bring your feet together. And I want you to lift yourself up off your heels. If you can lift up a little bit off the ground. I know some of you got heels on. If you could just lift a little bit. And I want you to click your heels 3 times and say, there's no place like home. Come on. 1, 2, 3. There's no place like home. Rub those hands together and generate that light. On the count of 3, we're going to send that energy around the room and out of the building into the universe so that everybody else can have that same pronouncement. 1, 2, 3. No place like home. All right, get a universe a round of applause, y'all. We good. That is good. Being grown is maturity. As our hearts and minds are clear, we're ready. We're going to sing our closing song. If you feel like it, grab a hand next to you. We're going to sway from left to right. Yeah, okay, I got you with Alicia. There we go. There we go. Just reach across the aisle. Yeah, there we go. Man. What a wonderful homecoming. As our hearts and minds are clear in the space today and we move from this place into a world that awaits our light, as we join hands, we feel the blessed energy of life flowing. Energy that brings new life and energy that brings new abundance and renewal. And as we raise our voices together as one, we tune our frequency into balance with the universe for the peace, love, and joy that we accept in the present, right here and right now. Let us sing together. The words are on the screen. You can sing it at home as well. If today's a brighter day and we are on our way, then we can begin. Then we can begin to heal ourselves again. Oh, y'all, we remember yesterday. And yet, today's the day. We proclaim it. God's reminding me to look at you and see family. Oh, yeah, we got it now. We can sing it. Woo, yeah. If today's a brighter day and we are on our way, then we can begin to heal ourselves again. Oh, we remember yesterday, and yet today's the day. God's reminding me to look at you and see family. God's reminding me to look at you and see family. God's reminding me to look at you and see family. We speak that the love of God, the wisdom of our ancestors, the infinite and abundant power of the universe rest, rule, rock, and abide with us henceforth, now and forever. Let us say together. Amen, amen, hotep shalom, namaste, ashe. All right, go forth in peace and get ready for the food. We're going to set up the room in here. We love y'all. That's a fact you cannot change. See you next week online for Yoga Sunday. Y'all chat, say goodbye in the chat. We'll see y'all later.